able to get in here. So if you get to this video later, you hear me talking already. So I'm heading down to help out with the hurricane relief. There seems to be a huge need down there right now. I mean, all over. I mean, pick your state: Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. All them states are pretty messed up. And we know that there's some other issues going on with weather modification. You know, there's lots of people that say that doesn't exist, but it actually does. I mean, it's a simple YouTube search. You know, weather modification is a thing. So hey, I see someone joined. So I'm going down for the hurricane relief. Figure this is a beautiful part of the drive. Lots of hills. Lots of really big hills in this area. But yeah, this is the end of how nice New York is. New York has only got maybe 5 months of good weather. That's it. Where I'm from. Northern New York. The North Country. So what's up? We got some people. Hey, Will. What's up, bud? You said you were in Pennsylvania, man. I'm almost there. So, does anybody know anybody in the Carolinas or Tennessee? I got some family down there too. In North Carolina by the Charlotte area. Got some cousins. I got several cousins there. My aunt lives there. And so far the weather's pretty nice for during the day. It's been getting really cold at night, which is it's time to go. Too cold. I don't want to deal with the ice. I know I said that in my last live, but so I was talking about the weather modification well. And there's been reports. Now, I don't know, I didn't read any news stories, but a radio guy told me that there's reports of like little blue balls falling out of the sky in the Carolinas right before all this happened. It could be some kind of cloud seeding that they were doing. Which, as soon as I heard that, yeah, it's true. I mean, of course. All right. We know about cloud seeding. We know that NASA has a huge cloud machine. Is it in? I think it's Alabama. It's either. I think it's in Alabama. They have this huge cloud making machine. Do you know about the HARP system? So if you guys want to help out with the hurricane relief, gas, food, water, heck, even materials, depend, you know, that won't be until like I get there and figure out something, because I want to volunteer, because yeah, I do want to make money, but I also want to volunteer my time, Because there's going to be some people that are not going to be able to pay for things to get done, and that's the person I want to help. But then again, there's going to be things that people are willing to pay, and then sure, I'll jump on that job too. But there's so much going on. There's so much crazy reports. You got mainstream media saying one thing, and then you got social media saying another. But I figured, you know what? I'm heading south anyway because of the weather. Why not go down and help? I helped for Hurricane Ian also a couple of years ago when Hurricane Ian hit. Went down. There was a house in Cape Coral that had most of the roof shingles blown off, and the place was disaster zone. They got lucky. Their house was up on a little hill, so they didn't flood their house like their neighbors did. But I've been through Hurricane Charlie, so I was actually in Hurricane Charlie in 2004. It's a crazy thing to go through a hurricane, especially the aftermath. So I figured I'd be heading down there and checking them out. So what's up? So you just got here. Go ahead and make a comment. Ask me some questions. See who's in here. All right. What's up? I'm headed down for the Carolina recovery. I'm here if you guys want to talk. Just ask me some questions. I see I don't really have that many views. I'm thinking about maybe switching over to TikTok. I'm not even sure if I can go live on TikTok. I've never even tried it. Make sure you guys can hear me. You know, write a comment. Hopefully you guys, the sound's coming through. I don't know how much of the road noise you're picking up. up? How you guys doing? So I'm heading down for the hurricane relief. So some of you guys might be wondering why I'm repeating myself a lot. It's because I'm paying attention to how many viewers I have. So when somebody new comes in, that's why I'm repeating a lot of things, what I'm saying. So heading down to the Carolinas. We're gonna see if we can help somebody rebuild a house, or whatever the need may be. But a business or a building or anything that needs to be rebuilt, that's what I'm going down for. And help some people out. Going on, guys? If I haven't blocked you, maybe that's why no one's commenting anything. I've had quite a few people in here and on this live. So the goal is to, once I get to the destruction zone where there's, you know, a bunch of damage and for flooding and the wind and all that stuff, I'm sure there'll be a clear line of it. I'm sure. Got the state troopers out in force. They have everybody pulled over. This is a beautiful part of the drive. I like the big hills of the southern tier of New York. It's beautiful. A lot of people think that New York is just this big old city. It's not. New York is a very vast place. But I only like being up here 5 months a year. The weather is only good up here for 5 months out of the year, if you're lucky. New York City. No, we're gonna stay away from there. We're not gonna go to the Big Apple. Nope. Yeah, I try to avoid. I'm a New Yorker who always tries to avoid going to the city. I don't like going there. Never did. Yeah, I don't have a holder. I don't have a holder for my phone, so I'm just kind of just leaning it up against the windshield. I got to get a new holder. I had one, but it wasn't just the right one I needed. It had a really big long arm on it, and it doesn't really work good when you're in a vehicle anyway. What's going on? I see we got some more people in here now. So I'm heading down to help some people out with hurricane relief. We're gonna go down and try to find some folks that need some help. You know, you got two wars going on here. You got the media reporting one thing, mainstream media, and then you got social media reporting all the other stuff that we've been hearing about. And of course we know mainstream media is nothing but a bunch of lies. You know, this is what I don't understand. I got 1,200 subscribers, and I got 2 people watching this live right now. That doesn't make any sense. You know, on YouTube. Now, my TikTok, that's a little different. I get, you know, way more views than YouTube. If I can figure out how to go live on TikTok, I'm just going to move my live over there. This is so beautiful. You guys see these? See this landscape? Such a beautiful place. And if you guys can see the color, I don't know how well the colors of the trees are coming through, but New York is well, this is the southern tier. Where I'm from, it's in full peak. It's in you know, the foliage is everything's reds and oranges and stuff, and it's beautiful here too. So the way this was down here right now was the way my place was at least 3 weeks ago. Coming up on Pennsylvania. Oh, what's up, Peter? What's going on? Yeah, it's beautiful down here. I'm almost to the Pennsylvania border. I got about 8 miles. Hopefully it's coming through and it's clear, because I got a glare on the phone, so I really can't tell how good it's coming through. Yeah, so Peter, I'm heading down to help some people, you know, see if they need a house built or a business rebuilt, and if volunteer my time if appropriate, if I can find somebody that needs help but, you know, doesn't have the means. to get her done. So maybe we can donate some labor and maybe some materials to somebody that needs help. So we'll see how she unfolds. You know, I think I'm gonna spend 3-4 months in the hurricane zone, and then probably eventually make my way all the way down to Florida, because I actually want to be in Florida for around Christmas. I got some nieces and some nephews I want to see. They've been living out in Hawaii, but they just moved back to Florida. So, but for me, it's too early to go to Florida because it's too hot still. I don't like 80 and 90 degree weather. I don't like that. So I'll make it to Florida in December, January time frame. But my goal is to spend the next, you know, at least the next 4 months in the hurricane zone, disaster zone. Spend my winter doing that. So I don't like how cold it gets in New York, especially way up north where I'm from. South Canada. That's what I like to tell people. I'm from South Canada. Yeah, so this is a really beautiful part of New York. I love coming through these hills of the Southern Tier. All right, we're almost out of the state. We're almost out of New York. Good riddance, New York. Good riddance. I don't care to see New York until the weather's nice again. Which ain't gonna be for a while, really. It doesn't start getting nice until like May, which is 7 months away. What's going on, guys? I see we got some more people in here. It's really beautiful. Look at that mountain in front of me. It's a small mountain. New York has small mountains, but we have them. Our tallest mountain is only 5,000 feet, Mount Marcy. But other than that, our mountains are 2,000-3,000 feet tall. Yeah, we have several different mountain ranges. My house is in the foothills of the Adirondacks. Look how beautiful that is, with all the colors and those hills. I know it doesn't, you don't really can get the whole thing unless you're here driving through it. But it's really beautiful. But it's a sign that everything's about to die and all the trees are going to lose their leaves. And then the snow and ice comes and it's horrible. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys live in the south, so you don't have to worry about it. But there we go. We're almost out of this state. There, finally out of New York. Ugh. The weather sucks and so does the politics. I mean, Pennsylvania's not any better. It's a blue state too, but I won't be here for very long. leave a comment, ask me some questions. Yeah, I know it's kind of a boring drive, you know, lots of miles, but we're heading down towards the Carolinas, basically wherever I see the disaster zone first. There's several states affected. You got Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. I'm sure I'll make my way through all them states, but I don't want to get down to Florida until probably around Christmas. For me, Florida's too hot right now. I don't like 80s and 90s still. That's still too hot. Man, these roads suck in Pennsylvania. Yeah, welcome to Pennsylvania. Our roads are all torn up. Well, it's probably going to be way worse where I'm going. Well, that was a bump. I don't have a phone holder, so if I hit big bumps like that, my phone's gonna fall over.